guys, in today's video I'm going to be going over the top 10 tips for IBS relief. So it's mainly to do with IBS pain that I'll be going over. Just some really sort of remedies really that you can do at home, most of them, just to help relieve your IBS symptoms. Quite a few of them are to do with like cramping and relieving IBS related pain. If you're new here, my name is Samantha and I suffer with endometriosis and IBS, and I do a lot of research on both of these, which I do like to pass on to you guys. All information is previously researched fully, so you can trust me. So let's get going with this video. So one of the main ones for pain is using heat. So you can use things like a hot water bottle, having a hot bath, a hot shower, and then you can also get those, I don't know what they're called, I don't know if they're called hotties, and you can put them in the microwave. They're filled with these like little bean things, and you just heat them up in the microwave, similar to a hot water bottle, and you can just hold that to your stomach. Many people do find that heat is really helpful for stomach cramps, which is really helpful for IBS sufferers. So the next one is probiotics. So try taking a probiotic supplement. This is definitely one I would recommend highly. It's really helped me personally. But you see, a probiotic, I'm sure many of you know, probiotics balance out the good bacteria and boost your good bacteria in your gut. People with IBS often don't have enough of the good bacteria, and therefore you may suffer more severe IBS symptoms because of this. And the third one is tea. So really I'm talking about things like herbal tea, specifically peppermint. Another one that some IBS sufferers find helpful is chamomile tea. Chamomile can be a little bit troublesome for some IBS sufferers, but some people find that it really does soothe their stomach. Alternatively, do try peppermint. That's probably the one right at the top that is definitely recommended for IBS sufferers. And the next one is keep a food diary. So I'm sure many of you have heard about this. I have done this. It took me a while actually to get around to it, but it does help. So what you do, it's pretty straightforward. Obviously you know what you do in a diary. Write down the food that you're eating, and then if you get any symptoms, like note them down next to each meal or snack if something brings on a symptom, or you're experiencing symptoms around specific like foods. So what you'll find is you should be able to pinpoint, or it'll definitely help because you may see a pattern in what is setting you off. So do try keeping a food diary. And the next one is pretty similar. So it's learning what you can and can't eat. I would definitely say go with the food diary. This is probably the best way of finding out what you can and can't eat. But the other thing is trying the elimination diet or the FODMAP, the low FODMAP diet. I do have videos on the low FODMAP diet. If you want something a bit more in depth about the elimination diet or the low FODMAP diet, just drop it down in the comments and I will get on to that. Okay, and the next one is try increasing fibre. This one I definitely feel is a bit, depends on you as a person really, and the sort of IBS you've got. If you've got IBS-D, you may find that fibre is really a problem for you. Now there are fibres that are low in FODMAPs. Again, I've done videos on this kind of thing. But what you need to be doing is increasing your fibre gradually, whether you've got IBS-D or IBS-C. The thing is, when you eat things like fruits and vegetables are obviously fibre. And the thing is, with fruits and vegetables, the nutrients and the minerals in there is really good for gut flora. So it can be beneficial for IBS in that way. I would just advise you to just go easy on fibre. Don't like increase it really quickly all of a sudden. Just gradually do it, and everybody's different. Some people need more fibre than others. Some people can eat certain types of fibre and not others. like I say, everybody is different, so it's really about finding what works for you. The next one is learn how to eat. So what I mean by learn how to eat is eat smaller meals more regularly. Don't overload your body. IBS sufferers are often set off by overeating and eating meals that are just too big. Big problem for me, for sure. So, and I know it's the same for many other people. Try eating smaller meals, but just more regularly. And obviously the other thing you want to be doing is trying to stick to a schedule and eating around the same time each day, like each meal around the same sort of time. If your body gets all out of whack and out of sync with you're eating at all different times, that's going to make your symptoms worse. And obviously eating really late at night before bed, again, is a problem for IBS sufferers. You also want to be avoiding things like fatty foods, greasy foods and processed foods. They're really not good for IBS. Many of them have hidden ingredients in them. Many pre-made meals have garlic and onion in, which are really, really bad for IBS, and they're like known big triggers. So learn how to eat properly. So the next one is learn relaxation exercises, things like deep breathing and visualization, and also muscle relaxation. So this kind of thing is often quite connected to the mind. What I would advise, which I've tried, is trying like guided meditations, which are good. There's loads of them on YouTube. You can get them for literally anything. But you can look at things for like deep breathing for IBS. I just find it's helpful to do guided ones, and it might just help you relax. Now, not to say this is for everyone, because obviously it's not. Some people find this sort of thing helpful, some people don't. Again, just try some of these and see how you get on. You've got nothing to lose by trying some of these, and I'm sure you'll find something on this list that does work for you. Okay, and the last one on the list is get some support if you're struggling. There's many different varieties of support. There's many groups on Facebook, which I find really, really helpful. You know, where you can talk to other sufferers. There's often online forums as well. There's a website called Health Unlocked, which is really good. You don't have to have your name or a profile picture like you do on Facebook or anything. So you can be completely anonymous. And sometimes it just helps to speak to other people that have what you have. I found it very beneficial, you know, in those times when you need someone that just gets you and understands. And you can also give each other tips as well. It's a good way to find things to help with symptoms. The other thing is CBT, which is cognitive behavioural therapy, which has been shown to help people with IBS. This is something I've had for my IBS, is CBT. So it's about like changing your thought patterns and the way that you kind of deal with your thoughts, you know, and I mean, I definitely did find it helpful, and you just sort of try and change the way that you look at things, and you have a therapist obviously that does these sessions with you. You can either go in person or on the phone. Mine was just like telephone calls, it was really good, because often you can get quite a bit of anxiety. That was the problem for me, is it was like health related, because I might be worried about, well, I'm not now, but I used to get worried that I wouldn't get to the loo on time, like, oh god, like what if I'm out somewhere and I can't get to the loo, and then you obviously worry, you know, what if I have an accident. I just want to point out, it's really, really rare, by the way, that you will poop yourself. Yeah, it isn't funny. I know it can sound funny, but when you're in that moment and it's horrible. Like, I've been there. It's not happened to me, but I just mean where I've worried, where I've thought, I'm not feeling that good, oh no, maybe I shouldn't go out, and it can really control your life. But these things are here to help, and it really is rare though. Your muscles in your stomach are actually a lot stronger than you realise. So it's unlikely that you will have an accident. It does happen sometimes to people. but I do hope that just me telling you that, that's what my therapist told me, and that alone really helped me, just knowing that it's very rare. So that is it for today's video. I do hope it's helped you. Please do give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below with any video requests, or if you've just found this video helpful. Drop a comment also if you found anything else that has helped you with your IBS, so that other people can read the comments and get some more tips from you guys as well. Do consider subscribing as well if you haven't already. I make videos at least once a week. Some weeks I do a number of videos. As some of you know, I'm a musician, and so that's sort of what I do. So sometimes when I'm a bit more busy with that, I don't get the chance to upload quite as often. I just released a single called I Miss You. You can check it out if you want, I'll link it at the end. I'm not trying to promote it, I just thought I'd let you know why I don't always post as often, but I always aim to do at least one video a week. So I do hope this has helped you, and I will see you next time.